Welcome back to another episode of Outside the Wheel, and I'm back, Lockdown.
You know the vibes, Mr. Two-time champ, Low-Key RG, the one and only.
You know the vibes, Mr. Too Nice, a.k.a. Hollywood.
And we have a guest today. As I call the king of the jungle, ladies and gentlemen, the cat.
The king of the jungle.
That's Mr. Meow.
Mr. Meow.
Yeah.
All the Reapers always be changing
You gotta have
their
to talk,
names,
bro.
man.
You can't
they
be
always be doing
silent
stuff.
on the mic, bro. You gotta talk that
Yeah,
talk.
you gotta speak
Mr.
up.
Meow, my bad.
The league MVP, man. You should go. You gotta do better when you brought him in here, man. The league MVP. What y'all right now? Y'all like 6 seed or something, right?
I don't know what the standings are, but I mean, as far as the cat's concerned in this season, I think he's 2-0.
Nah, yeah, doing his thing. That's a fact. Got the dub against the
3-0.
Ghost, man.
3-0. Yeah, so the cat has
Nothing but respect.
Although, admittedly, the last match, it's not like the cat did everything. Like, he was just a part of the team. Like, it's
mean,
like,
that's
that's
a
ultimately
salesman.
what people kind of forget is people kind of think the cat comes in and, oh, the cat's winning every game and he's doing it. It's not entirely that. I think it's the energy and the leadership and teamwork. That
He
helps,
just dissed you
that helps
politely.
lead, you know? No, I'm being real. I think he's good at every game, but
No,
I think
that's
he
a fact.
also, the team plays around him very well when
Yeah,
he's
100%.
in.
Yeah.
There's no slight on Hollywood because I call them the two-headed monster. That's what I call them.
That's what the
Hollywood.
Reapers got down there.
I call them two-headed monster.
Yeah, it helps with the rotations a lot because I can save him instead of like, okay, can we win this if I save myself?
Yeah.
So then I could go in, or he could go in, and we can save one of us.
That's why I think honestly, if you got 5 people that can play every game on the wheel,
I know.
average to good, I think you beat every team.
Yeah.
Just run a 5-man. If you
Eric.
got 5 that can run everything,
Yeah. Eric's a salesman of the year.
What's a 5-man?
What's a
The
5-man?
boost. The boost. That's the 5-man.
and karma, because karma can win with a 5-man too.
Yeah.
I mean, we won with 5.
We won with the 5-man
We
with that
never
versus
lost when we did a 5.
No, yeah. They
Yeah.
won with this.
We whooped them.
So before we get too much into it, we got to get to this point. We got to talk. Since the cat is joining us for the first time, you have to explain who you are, how you found the league, and how you found your gamer tag.
Yes.
Okay. So, I initially found the league.
Oh yeah.
I was a student at Germana, and I was on Canvas, for like doing homework and stuff. And there was just a post like Germana Gaming Grizzlies, whatever, like come, like join the club or something. So I went to do that, which Gaming Grizzlies is actually Karma. So for those who don't know that,
Yeah.
but so basically I was trying out for Karma and I didn't even know it. And then I come in and first person I meet is Herb, and he's like, what games do you play? And he goes down the list. And this was like season maybe 4. So he's asking me what games I play, and I just said like Overwatch, Tekken, and Mortal Kombat. And that was like it. Because I didn't understand like the premise is what games. Those are the games I thought I was like high level at. But he's asking me like what games have you ever touched, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
So then come to find out, like, I'm like, yeah, I played Madden before. I played 2K. I played FIFA. Like, I played pretty much all these games before. And so then he sticks me on Baba Yaga, which is me, Ricky, Lance, DMV, and, like, this little kid younger than Stars, like 10 years old.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that kid before. He was there before I left. He showed up around the same time that me, Wonku, and Watt did.
Yeah, like, and his game was Fortnite, of course.
Of course.
So
them young kids. That's how they roll.
Oh, they want to run.
First game ever was against the Ghosts, and it was like this big thing because that was DMV's old team. So, and it was
Wait,
weird.
DMV, is that guy who's talked all that smack before his team lost to me?
I think it was actually.
It's my first time back since that happened. So we can't. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just
Talk
wanted.
that talk
I just
now.
had to. I just had to throw for the viewers that may have missed it. I just had to chime in. So go right back to your story.
So, yeah, first game is against the Ghosts. I don't know anybody. Like, I don't know anything about the league, whatever. So basically it's just like chaos because this was at the old location too. So there's 2 games going on at once. It's not just one game. It's like Boos are playing Ravens while we're playing the Ghosts, and it was just like chaos. So
Yeah, that was back when it was a little rough.
so then it's like we're waiting to see what spins up, and we're having to forfeit like crazy. And then you had unlimited forfeits as well. And it was also weird because timeouts actually didn't stop the time.
Wasn't that also play to 10?
Yeah, it was
Like it was just like first team to 10.
Well, it was first to 10, but there's also a 4-hour time limit. But it's 4 hours regardless. So there's no timeouts, there's no halftime. Like it's just 4 hours. So you're trying to run through to get to 10.
I don't think there was even setup timers then though either, was there?
There was, but it was like
Not
it
as
wasn't
strict.
as strict.
Yeah.
And
They buckling down.
It sounded like y'all was down bad out
And
there. I ain't know.
like I
Struggle
said,
days.
the
That's a fact.
timeouts didn't do anything. So you're actually the problem is the clock, you know. So then it was a crazy game, but we lost 6-8, and it was like the 4 of us had never even entered the building before, as opposed to the Ghosts have been here since day one.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, yo, like we could actually win if we
Give me some practice. I'm gonna kick that ass.
if we just practice. Yeah. So then Baba Blah Reapers come along from Baba Yaga. We turned into the Reapers. I had to drafted Eric, Chicken, Hollywood, Za, and yeah. Then last season we just all practiced, really got to work. And like you were saying, like I'm not a carry for the team in any way. The team was built around me.
Yeah.
So, of
Kinda.
course, it's going to fit better. Like, I drafted those people around me. So, of course, it's going to be different when I'm there. And, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how I
Gamer tag. How'd you get your gamer tag?
The cat, well, I play jazz guitar, so I play jazz music. So, and it's just like, I don't know, something always interests me, like, oh, that cat, like, you know, that guy, that
Yeah,
dude,
that
you know.
that's a
Yeah.
lingo, like terminology for it.
Yeah,
That's
cat.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
That's a fact.
It's interesting. Jazz guitar, man. I'd like to hear that, dude. I'd like to hear that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All I got is singing. I had no instruments. I have like, if I even touch an instrument, I'm just, bing, bing, you know.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
Triangle.
My parents tried to get me into like flute classes when I was younger, and I never, like even the recorder. Remember when you used to have to learn hot cross buns and all that? I was not doing that.
I remember when I was in middle school, you had to take like chorus and like band and stuff in middle school.
Yes,
where I
man.
went to middle school, and like I went through the instruments. They gave me like the baritone, so I just had this huge horn. And this is back before I had my growth spurt, when I was 85 pounds and 5 feet tall, and I got this instrument that's as big as me going. Brrr. It's like,
That's fire.
yeah, but I could never get into instruments. Doc, on the other hand, he can drum.
You play instruments?
Well, we still have how you have to do like the chorus or band and stuff.
Yeah.
At where I went, and I played the trumpet for like 2 years.
Okay.
But
Dude, I love the
hate
trumpet,
it.
man. You like that? What is that? I love the. Y'all ever seen the Lost Boys movie?
No. That's
my
above
gosh,
my head.
man.
My dad loved that movie. That's how I knew.
All right, so in the Lost Boys, there's this one song where they're on the beach and the main character sees this girl while there's a concert performing, and it's just this big muscular, looks like a wrestler, long hair. He's all muscular, no shirt on, oiled up, and he's playing a trumpet, but he's dancing. And it was Tim Capello, I still believe. Oh, it's a dope song. He's like, or whatever.
that
It's
scene
cool,
sounds
but,
insane. So can we expect a duet from you two, like a duet song
No.
to drop? Trumpet and then
I haven't
guitar?
played the
Dropped a song
trumpet.
in high school.
No. No.
Y'all went to high school together?
Mm-mm. He went to
But-
Mountain
Oh,
View.
your friend did.
Yeah.
Mountain View. Oh man, that's how I know y'all young.
Yeah,
I went to
my-
Stafford.
Yeah.
I went to Stafford
I
High.
went to Colonial Forge.
Yeah.
That's 6A school.
Oh, this is above
I
my
know
head right now. I don't know what they talking
Eagles
about.
too. Ugh.
Yeah.
Eagles.
Well, Stafford, I don't know what Stafford, but Colonial's supposed to be like preppy, like
Yeah.
high class.
It was.
Mountain
that's
View
what it
was yee like redneck, like they would carry.
Hey,
So what's
and North
Stafford like?
Stafford was like
Yeah, I don't know.
ghetto.
Yeah,
Like-
Stafford.
Where?
Stafford's
Yeah.
supposed to be like ghetto.
I
I don't know what.
I ain't never seen a hood out here, so
Well-
that's crazy to me to even think about.
It's like 50-50. It's like half like super preppy and then half what y'all say?
So you dropped the song
No.
in high school?
Mm-mm.
We did. I did before.
Yeah, he did.
I got like three
a
songs.
parody
Tell me
song.
why. I could totally see Hollywood with the do-rag and glasses, like just out of nowhere rapping on somebody's video.
He
I could
never seen a
totally
do-rag
see-
before he
That's
seen
what I'm
me,
saying.
bro.
That's what I'm
What
I
you
can
mean?
totally see
I've
him
had it
doing
on
it though.
I know, I'm fucking.
Yeah, I've had a do-rag on before.
Yeah.
Before then.
No, I know. You
worn it a
definitely
lot.
seem like the type to have worn one in high school, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
gonna
used to own one, bro.
like super just trolled going into classes. Yeah, I can see that.
100%.
He's
I
definitely
was the troll,
definitely
bro.
got that Gen Z hairdo going on, where they just go like this,
Hey, bro.
so they get their front. They
Speaking
get that
of
front.
my
move.
hair,
Yours.
I'm
That front
growing it
move.
all out, bro.
Yeah, you
I
can-
told 300 for the playoffs. I'm gonna get permanent,
You gonna be
and then
like
I'm
me?
gonna get a mullet.
Yeah, get
be
him
like
on.
me.
The baseball.
What do you
Hey, you should just grow it out and just do straight up cornrows, man.
I would, but it take too long. I'm gonna
Don't.
perm.
Look like Post Malone.
I'm gonna perm it, and then I'm gonna get a mullet for the playoffs.
Get a mullet.
A mullet for the
yeah.
playoffs?
Yeah,
I'll probably.
I
have
mean,
my hair
mine
braided.
could be a mullet very easily if I chose
you should,
for
bro.
it to be.
You should.
You should.
I ain't getting no goddamn. Yeah, I'm crazy, bro. That's not it. I mean, it's already kind of close when I have my hair back like this with a hat on, but nah, bro.
You got that hat. You got the hat long hair,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
my
got-
hair used
like
to
a
be
like a
like,
spa- like a
like-
Spanish baseball player.
Yeah. I be looking real Dominican when I play. My hair used to be like down here, but it was only on the top. And then
Yeah.
last year I started growing out the sides, so I cut it all off to like even it out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's a fact.
So how do you feel having beat the Gorillas? Is my question.
Oh yeah.
It seems like you
all
still
right,
got
look,
some
all
animosity.
right, so here's
Still got some.
You know why I got animosity, and I'm sure they're still gonna talk after this. You know why? Because they're not better than us.
I know.
I know.
And just because of the way things played out and their record, everybody like acted like, oh, it was an upset. That wasn't an upset. I don't think anybody should have doubted us beating them.
No.
Because they had, and I've said it before, and you can say it sounds like an excuse, but are you going to tell me they didn't have an advantage with Titus coaching them in the first match of the season against us?
Of course they
You're going to
did.
tell me that's not an advantage? The dude makes the wheel. Like, he knows the strats.
I
Like,
don't know nothing about what he talking about right now.
But, and then the other thing is, like, our starting schedule was way tougher than theirs. Their starting schedule.
so what's the
Yeah.
rest of your schedule looking like for the rest of you?
We got Karma, Booze, and then Bandits. They already played the Bandits, and they played Booze like second or third string.
I think y'all could beat the Bandits.
Oh yeah.
I honestly,
100%.
We got the toughest schedule in the second
look,
half. For
and
sure.
and some people, they're might have problems, but I'll be straight up, and I told my team this too. I said I honestly believe we can beat every team, but we need to be on point, practicing, focusing, and ready for it. I think that,
that's
and I
every
think
team.
that's really what it comes down to. Is I think with the way the league is orchestrated, you could have a bad wheel, a bad day. I don't think one match fully determines that you're better than somebody.
I somewhat
Because
agree with that too. But you
we
know
played
what?
the Ravens.
The narrative gonna get spun
look,
regardless.
But
You
here's
gotta
the
run with
straight up:
that.
we played the Ravens this past week, right?
Uh-huh.
And we just kept getting fighters,
Felt like y'all
and then
could've
we
won.
lost RPS in Dead by Daylight. You know what I mean? It's like there's certain things that you just can't control.
out of your control.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
we
a
didn't
fact.
get our games
Because I think it was 4 to 6
out of
at
our
one point.
games, we won like 80-90% of our games that came up on the wheel, and so it's like it just wasn't our day. You know what I
I
mean?
think
That's a fact.
Stuff happens.
the only thing about that is like when we played the Ravens, they literally got everything they could have got,
I know.
and
dude.
we still.
Yeah.
But like it comes down, a lot of it comes down to coaching too. Like last season, I was so scared to forfeit. Like it scared me so much, and
Yeah,
then
I
this
remember.
season, like forfeiting is just like forfeit, whatever.
Well, you notice we don't really forfeit.
Forfeit.
We play, or we very rarely forfeit. Like against the Gorillas, we didn't forfeit nothing. We didn't forfeit a single
The
game.
only
I think there's a
team-
couple games that like we're guaranteed to forfeit on my team. Other than that, we're playing everything.
Yeah.
It's like
Fortnite.
2 games.
I mean, ultimately our strat,
Yeah.
ultimately our strat in the Ravens game was to kind of just slow
some.
play it
Yeah.
and get our games. We tried it, didn't get our games, so it is what it is.
Yeah,
But
I
you
mean-
know, that's also why it's not. Ultimately, it's not the finals. You know what I mean? It's just matches in the seasons. You know.
And everyone makes
But
the playoffs now.
yeah, and I do think that's why even though people hate it, I mean that's why Karma's at the top. Is because even if they don't get their wheel, they still win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just
You
so
know what I
well
mean? And
rounded.
it's like doesn't
Yeah,
mean
yeah.
That's a
it
fact.
doesn't mean that you can't beat them. It just means they're very tough.
Well, I don't think they really like have a wheel. Like people say that a lot, but like if you have that well-structured team, like it doesn't matter. What
Well, they
goes
don't have
on.
a wheel. I'm saying like they're good at it. They just are a good team
Across
You know
the
what I mean?
board.
They're a good team across the board.
you gotta figure out who you gotta expose. Really, everybody be trying to be nice about it, but you gotta look on people's teams and be like, that's the person that if they in the game, we exposing them.
Yeah.
True. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean,
Because you know who the Endgamers are on every team, bro. And
Yeah.
you know who's suspect on every team.
Yeah.
And even Karma got suspect players, bro, that can only go in for certain games.
no.
For certain
do.
games, yeah. But
They do
like,
have players that can only go in certain games.
But
yeah,
it
but
doesn't,
but at the same time, they're the type that they like. Even like they'll have somebody on their team that doesn't play a game, and they'll still go out there and end up most of the time.
Yeah,
beating
because they
people.
got 3 other
Like,
teammates that know how to
It's
play
like
the game, right?
well, it's like FIFA, like Phoenix and I can't remember who else won in for. It was like Rick or no, it was Doomsday, I think, and they've never played FIFA really. Maybe like touched it a couple times. Herb's in here, playing FIFA all the time with Prince,
Yeah.
and they're supposed to. That's their 2 sports guys that day, and Herb ended up losing. It shows that Karma.
Well, I mean,
can
I
go
think
in
that's also
and
like there's certain games on the wheel, and I think FIFA is a very big one that I don't think skill matters as much because with the way Volta is done, it's you got 2 guys and then you have a third that's the PC, and the way it's structured is you can be good at it and still lose.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's kind of
Well,
like
that's
certain
Endgame.
games, like the same thing with like Wreckfest.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
Rocket League.
Need for Speed. Like, there's many games that are like that. On the other hand,
Wreckfest
you
is,
got
like, the
games
only
like
one.
Fighters to where like a guy like Herb is not going to lose. And then what's tough about that is the way they do Fighters too, where it's 3v3, 5v5, is even if you don't have your fighter in there, your rotation, you're always going to have your fighters in there.
Yeah.
Because the way the fighters are in the league right now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
This
Like,
year's with or this season's
if
with
it was
definitely
one-on-one, these fighters be
fighter-oriented.
going way different in a lot of matches for everybody if it was one-on-one
Oh, yeah.
fight matches. And I think everybody's rotations would be different.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Each category, this is just a proposition. I don't like to get too much into like what rule changes and stuff.
This is not a good
But listen. Each category should have 5v5, 3v3, and 1v1 situations, bro. Because fighting
Like, yeah,
games,
they do.
being the only one that has 1v1 situations, is not it.
Yeah, but I don't
They have
think
racers
but shooters,
and
it won't
sports.
work for shooters of strat, though. You'd
Huh?
have
I
to
mean,
have
Madden is
Why can't you 1v1 in
basically a
shooters?
1v1.
That sounds terrible.
I mean, you
Who
can,
wants
but
to
it's
watch
not going to be
that, too?
entertaining. It's going to be boring.
Yeah.
Depends on the shooter.
Yeah,
Like,
depends on the
what
shooter. and
shooter is
depends
going
on
to
the
be
play.
fun to watch?
Gears
1v1?
2v2. 2v2 match.
But again, it doesn't have to be 5v5 is what I'm saying, bro.
That's why we have a lot 4v4,
Halo's
3v3,
Apex is the
3v3.
lowest at 3v3, bro.
Apex,
Last,
Fortnite is 4v4.
last season it was COD too.
But
Yeah.
all right, so this is what I'm saying though. There's no chance for the shooters to shine in the way that the fighters do. Like if you're a
No.
shooting
Well,
game
yeah,
player, bro,
no,
I
that
don't
is
think
true.
it's true.
I think
it is true because you're always going to be in a team scenario where you're in a situation where
because it's the same thing with fighters. Like you have a Street Fighter game 5v5. Last season, Silver when they're playing the Karma, Silver goes through 4 people.
right
and
because
then,
fighting games is one person, so it's dependent on you can have
No.
3 scrubs in with you, and as long as your anchor, the last person is nice, he's probably gonna wipe.
I mean, like
Because it's one-on-one fights
Honestly,
every time.
like I think our team is a good example. Like we don't have a lot of great fighters, and like we've won Street Fighter a lot of times because it's just
I
the
don't-
way it's like. A lot
Right.
of times, if you have people with the way it's set up, it's also with the 1 health bar.
One
a lot
health,
of
yeah,
fighters
exactly.
usually figure a fighter out in that first round of like Tekken.
Exactly.
So if you had only 1 round in Tekken, the outcomes are going to be way
changes.
different
yeah, for sure.
because a lot of like people that come in that are not a fighter might just button mash and throw the person off. You
Right,
know what
but all I'm saying is in the shooters, you can't do that. You can't put one person in with a scrub. Like
No, yeah,
you're gonna say okay, if that person's really nice enough, they can do it. But it's like
But then
We're
even
playing-
if they do it,
But that's
you
why I
don't
like
get that
games like
you're
recognition.
not gonna get that recognition.
think-
But also, we're playing operator-based shooting games for the most part.
Yeah.
Overwatch, Siege,
but that's the thing
Apex.
with Overwatch, you can't be
Abilities,
butt. You have to
abilities
be
matter,
good.
bro.
Like, your all 5 have to be good.
That's a fact. Everybody has to be on point in shooting games. Whereas, just in my personal opinion, in the fighting games, you can be a little less strong as long as you have one person that's more dominant.
I think yes and no.
That was really just the point I was trying to make
Yeah.
in all of that, honestly.
No, yeah, I mean, because you see a guy like guys like Cutters and Super Noob, like for Gears, for instance, and you basically can't throw anybody with them, and they're going to win 9 times out of 10 because that person's that good.
Yeah. That's
But when it comes to games like Overwatch, you have to have team. It's all like
a team-based
Overwatch.
thing.
It's
Ra-
the- yeah, it's
Rainbow, not as much. You can have somebody
You can
good
carry
enough to
Rainbow.
just wipe
You
people.
can carry Rainbow, but
You can
abilities
carry
matter,
that.
bro.
Fortnite you can carry.
Rainbow, the abilities aren't.
Fortnite you can carry as well very easily. We've seen that in this. That's been happening in this league since day one because not everybody's Fortnite
you
player.
can carry like
Yeah,
you
like
can
think
carry
about like
Fortnite.
Big Red.
Yeah,
That dude
Stars,
was crazy. Yeah,
Qwerty,
Stars.
Anybody,
Right.
yeah, bro.
I mean,
You don't be sleeping on QWERTY, man. That's day one pro right
Rainbow
there. That's
Six,
day
though.
one Fortnite pro
What
right
about
there.
Rainbow?
abilities definitely matter in Rainbow Six, bro.
Not in gunfights, really.
It matters.
No, but
it
it
matters.
gives you
Not
intel.
as
It's how you
much
get
as
to the
Overwatch,
gunfights.
though.
Yeah.
Yes, but like, what character are you specifically talking about that their ability in a gunfight matters?
Okay,
Maybe like
so-
Blackbeard.
Okay, so hold on. So here's the thing.
Kind
Not
of.
to cut you off, but I think I know exactly what you're saying. So like we only have year 1 and 2 operators. So like as far as attacking, not a lot of equipment edge in the way it's formatted in this league right now.
Yeah.
If you had all operators, I think there'd be way more like equipment and gadget heavy kills. But the year 1 and 2 operators, they mostly just have like a trap, a little stick grenade. Like they don't have
But again,
like
that matters.
we don't
Someone
have
walks
fu-
into that and you shoot them.
But-
Okay,
but
but like
that's their- that's
case in
their
point,
fault
if you
for not
had
being
fuse,
educated.
case in point, if you had fuse, you could be popping grenades and through walls and just destroying
yeah.
people over
Oh
and
my
over.
gosh.
You know what I'm saying?
But then also like we also don't have Jaeger or Wamai to counter that, which sucks.
no, Jaeger's,
hard
Jaeger's
breaches.
year one and 2
No.
I
He's
don't-
with the
base.
visor.
He's base. Yeah.
Jaeger is his base. Yeah.
Oh no, wait.
He's with Bandit
I'm thinking of.
and IQ and Blitz.
You're thinking of. Okay, I think of.
Well,
no,
Mai is
I got the
the-
wrong character. I'm
well-
thinking of Jekyll. Sorry, I was thinking of
about
Jekyll.
this
Never mind.
I don't know anything about Rainbow like that.
Yeah, no.
What you mean? You go to Rainbow Six.
No, he's not.
No. Ricky is nice.
That's far.
Hey, one thing I
Can't wait
noticed
to see it
about
next week.
one thing I noticed about y'all is I was real impressed with Ricky in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Ricky.
In Overwatch, nasty.
Yeah,
He's
he
finally-
he's finally
I
getting
know,
recognized.
He got them
We
grades
didn't talk
right.
about that, man. He got his
But even
grades right.
last year, like he was going crazy in like Valorant and stuff, and nobody would even
Nobody
talk
cared.
about him
Yeah.
like that.
I wish Valorant
Word.
would come back, dude. Because
It-
this
it will.
league right now, compared to last season, the Valorant talent is way higher.
Yeah,
And
and
I
it
think
would
Valorant
change.
would be crazy.
I
this
think
season,
that would
or
change
next
a lot of people's rosters too. Like Valorant's such a big game, like
Yeah.
that
To
people
win.
want to
Yeah,
win
people
too.
want to win.
They're gonna be like, okay, we need like Killer for example. Well, no, let's not use Killer, but like Big Red.
Red, yeah.
He's
He's
already
not
great
even
at the
starting
shoot.
lineup,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's not that great at the shooters. But then add Valorant in there, they're gonna be like, I don't think we can beat this team
Without
in
him.
Valorant, and then also like maybe other games and shooters, it would bring his value up more to become a
Even
starter.
Stars.
Yeah.
Even someone like Stars. You know, I think Stars like this season he's not as
He's not-
dominant.
No, it's
Whereas
not even
Killer-
that. He's not like
Really?
nobody
They-
looks at him as the
actually,
main character.
I disagree.
now.
I think.
I think he's more
I think
dominant.
they put pieces around him that are guaranteed wins for certain games that people are forgetting about Stars, but a lot of that is because before he was just playing certain games. Now he's practicing a lot of games. Like he's even getting pretty decent at fighters too. He's
That's a
getting like,
fact.
and I think it's just because he's
Hey,
spreading.
Stars, I know you watching
he's
this. You
spreading
was
out his
scrubbing,
skills
checking,
now.
keep practicing.
And I think that's
Spanked him.
kind of hiding him a little bit, but in a way it's better because it's building him to be a better player.
Yeah,
But I think with the shooters that it is, like without a Valorant, like I don't see Stars going out there and like carrying Gears or Halo.
Nah.
I mean, he
Like, I don't
carries
see that.
Rainbow a lot for them. Like it just sucks because they added two.
So
I
mouse and
would say
keyboard games,
two.
he's gonna win.
I'm not saying he would win, but
I don't
he's
think
gonna
so
be one of
because
the
I've
best
seen him play
players.
Rainbow and he's good, but
Yeah,
there's
he's
many
good.
people in the league that are better.
Yeah.
There's many people in the league that are better than him.
I would say he's top 10 easily.
And Rainbow.
In Rainbow,
Rainbow, it'd be close maybe.
I'm terrible at that game.
That's
man.
my game, bro.
All I know is the Ghost is undefeated.
And
And
what?
Rainbow Six.
Yeah, because it didn't roll when we played you.
I would have packed y'all.
No, you would not have. I swear on my life. you would not have.
That's funny.
See, that's
This is
another
every
thing.
episode with
Just
these
like
two
I was
right
saying with Ricky, is like
Didn't y'all say the
I've
same
been
thing
in
about
all them
Overwatch?
shooting
That's
games,
what I
bro. For
heard.
the most part, we be winning all of our shooting games. I don't never.
You
Nobody
lost-
ever commends me about the wins I get,
You
but
lost
they complain.
Overwatch versus us, you
But
lost.
here,
You
yeah,
forfeited
but
Fortnite.
you also got to
lost
remember
Halo.
it's been a while since y'all
There's
played a
another
match.
one, too.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Wait,
talking about
the other
even
two.
when
I'm waiting for y'all to play again.
Even when
Like,
we was
y'all
winning
play
matches,
again,
though.
man.
They beat us.
even when we was
Oh,
winning
yeah,
matches though,
Gundam, yeah.
we for the most part we really don't drop shooter games
Because
Like,
you haven't played anybody good. When you played us, you
got
lost four
destroyed,
shooters. There's only 7, and one of them didn't even roll.
I think I only played in like 2 though.
It
If
don't
I
matter.
remember, if I
And,
rem-
and,
You
and
played in. At
and
least
if I remember correctly too,
I played
when
in
we
Overwatch.
played y'all,
And you
What
lost.
other shooters
Gundam. You
rolled?
played in Gundam.
I didn't play in
Overwatch, and
Gundam.
Halo.
I didn't play in Gundam. I did play in Halo, and I'm pretty sure I was one of the top fraggers.
But you
still
still
negative.
lost.
I get what you're saying.
Talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
a
yeah,
team.
yeah.
You're talking
But
about as a team
also,
whole.
who was on our team that game that should not have been on our team? You know what? I'm gonna see y'all next week. I ain't
Who,
even
your
gonna.
best
I ain't even gonna
player?
talk about that.
What?
Your
Yeah.
I
best
ain't even gonna talk
player?
about
I
it.
don't know.
300 was y'all's best
I ain't even gonna
player.
talk about
Yeah.
it. I'll see y'all next week.
He
300
thinks
y'all
300 is
best
not even wasn't even like a top 7 player. For
I
us.
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
He was
But
your
you're
best
saying
player.
he shouldn't have
We're
started.
talking
for
about
y'all.
in shooting games.
It does, he's
Okay, but
better.
but you have to
than
play
half the team.
like Scarlet went in
Look,
for us.
See, and that's where y'all just
Honestly,
being delusional, bro.
look,
How?
honestly-
y'all being delusional, bro.
In
Y'all will
what?
get packed by us in shooting games, bro. Like what?
No, we're not.
It's not even close.
Bro,
That's
we
funny.
didn't even have our best lineup in for half of the shooters either.
Okay,
So what's your
And you
what's your
lost,
point?
bro.
Which again comes
the
back to
reason we
when
got
are you
this
gonna
right
just
here,
do
man.
your shooter lineup and go for the shooter belt? Then you can have your shooter.
They ain't gonna do that. They got challenged by Karma and Ran, bro.
Nah, I didn't say that we're not playing them.
Oh,
I just
speaking
said
of
that
which,
we're
speaking
not-
of which,
we're not
Loki,
gonna
what
win.
happened with your sports matchup with AJ?
Yo, it was
bring
a
that
great
up.
game. I lost, bro.
What? No, I
Shout
want to
out-
like.
shout
I
out
wasn't
Lil
here to
Boo.
witness it.
Yeah, I got you.
I heard you lost 2K, and that surprised me.
Yeah. So I was up.
What
I was
happened?
up.
I know,
think-
that's what I'm
How was
saying.
that
Like,
surprising?
I've played
You gonna
low
let
key
me
in
talk,
2K.
bro?
He's
Man,
not bad in
but-
2K.
You gonna
Why
let me
why
talk?
do people think
Alright.
he's bad in 2K?
I was up.
played him. He's good in 2K.
I was up like 18-13, and then he just came back, just hitting everything with.
Was he
Curry.
hitting threes?
Sounds like
He
a
started
Ravens
to.
game.
He started to like late game, and then really I just think I messed up on my team comp. I picked Nikola, Giannis, and Trey Young. He was
Trey Young.
Nikola
yeah.
Jokic on an all-time team.
No, we weren't playing all the time. We had to play current players because you
Oh.
made some screwed up rules, bro.
What you mean?
But anyway, so it's a great game
Well, a
from
lot
2K.
of that comes down to what 2K too. That like I don't like the way some of the newer players that are right now like are like just crushing in real life, but then they're in the game they're just.
But that's how.
Yo,
Like-
Nikola Jokic, a beast in real life,
I know.
about to be the 3-time MVP, scrubbing 2K, bro. It don't make no sense.
Look at how they disrespected Jordan in 2K. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
he's a
he's
99 and
But-
he's not even that good. It's
To further on into the sports ball with AJ, so I was up 18-13. He came back and win. He was just hitting everything. I was missing like open layups and stuff. Like I'm not gonna blame it on anything, but me just not playing up to the potential that I could have. And then the next game rolled. It was
NHL or UFC?
Oh my goodness.
yeah UFC.
That's
It was a
probably
really
my
good
best
game
game.
while it was like standing. And then as soon as he took me to the ground, there wasn't nothing I could do because I never played in legacy mode. I had never even played UFC in the belts match. Like every time I played a belt match, it never rolled.
yeah.
Next I think that's when Chell rolled. Spanked him in Chell, 4-2. Then it was FIFA. I lost every single RPS against him. Every single RPS against him, bro.
Sounds
Hey.
familiar.
Yeah.
So
That was me.
for FIFA, he chose to go the big map, the traditional
kickoff?
soccer. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
And I never,
It's way
I don't know
diff-
anything
it's-
about.
People don't realize it's way different. than
Right. I don't know anything about soccer, so he kind of exposed me there. That was an easy win for him. And then Rocket League.
AJ's nice at Rocket League.
Yeah.
pretty good.
I had never seen him or even heard about him in Rocket League. He played a really good Rocket League game. It was 6-2.
Well, that's also a lot of time because you're newer to the league too, and
Yeah.
so you
Right.
and Karma didn't have their full lineup, so you haven't even like really seen
Seen
Karma
them
yet.
play.
Right. I
Other
mean,
than when they played the Gorillas.
I
but
watched pretty
that
much
was
all
not
of last season, so to some degree I knew about him a little bit. But yeah, it was a great game. Shout out to him. He defended his title well. I expect to come back and try again soon.
So but basically, the way it's structured though is now you're back to 0, right? And you have to win 3 matches.
Yeah,
again.
I gotta win 3 more matches.
I have to say, me and Hollywood are so underrated in sports. People don't even ever talk about
Hey,
it.
bro,
Hollywood's
I
actually
just-
pretty decent
I
in
just
2K.
chill, bro.
Though I'll be straight up honest, like people,
Us two, never.
people have told me, "Oh yeah, Reaper's a really good sports team," and I'm like, "Really?" Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even like trying to slay, but
crazy.
Yeah, I know.
in my memory, I can't remember any time that y'all were playing a sports
It's
game. and I
because
was
it's
like,
not
"Man,
fighters
the
and
Reapers
shooters,
are really
so
good."
people not
like,
gonna talk about it.
Like y'all never did anything in sports to
I've
like
never
flashy
lost.
stand out that made me say, "Oh wow, they're really good at sports." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what
It's
you mean.
crazy.
Like especially in the 2K match versus the Ravens last week. Like
Oh,
I
that was on.
I should have won there,
That
but
was
I
on.
wanted to play it safe, like because he had to go in. I put in Za, and I was like, if I think they can win it without me, then I have me and Damien still left over like in the next rotation instead of just him.
Which I get that, yeah,
Ravens got some
because you
good
guys
pieces over
have
there.
you guys have more of those solar 1-2 games, like solo 1-2 games than guys like Za and stuff like that on the team. So I think it makes sense to leave you out for this like that and like trust them to handle it. But I think that's also why like in past match history, there was never a time that it stood out like, oh, Reapers are really good at this sports game. Like that never like crossed my mind at all.
I think we've never lost FIFA. UFC.
No, we've never lost. No, we lost FIFA when I was in one time because that's like my worst game on the wheel. With
Oh,
Scarlet.
yeah.
I got a bone to pick with you about the first spin for us against the Ravens, and you're doing when FIFA came up, and you're like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know who can win FIFA for the trolls. It's like,
Nah.
Did you forget that me and Mad Genius the
said-
day before won FIFA? Like,
No, I think it
Against
was
the
because
Gorillas?
I didn't see Herb. Wait, was
the
that?
day before we played the Gorillas, before you did the first spin,
talking
and
about
we
the
beat the Gorillas in FIFA. Me and Mad Genius.
11-10.
with. But what,
That
oh
was
yeah,
a
there
tight
was
game, I
it
remember.
was Alchemist was in, Bernay was not in. Like it was
Yeah.
it was one
It
of
wasn't
them. But that's
both of
still
them, but
that's still
yeah.
like very.
That's
good.
still an accomplishment.
I think
that's
I
why I
did
was kind of
remember.
like,
I don't
and you were
think-
like, yeah, I don't know if trolls have anybody that plays FIFA, and I'm like.
I don't
I'm
think
like,
it clicked.
you just
for
said
me
at the
yet.
start of the first spin that you just watched us the day before.
Yeah, I
Like,
did.
I was like, what
I
the
did.
heck,
I don't
man?
think it clicked
Like,
for me though.
Yeah, I just think the first spin's funny too because it's like, man, people don't really know our team, man.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at your lineup the other day, I'm like, yo, what are they good at, bro? I don't even know, cause like they quite not. I'm not trying to diss, but they quiet dudes for the most part. Like, so it's like I don't really see them too often. They in here on the days that we shoot the podcast practicing, but
Those are the best ones.
so
the quiet
you
ones.
know,
Amen.
I still gotta learn the lineups. So a lot of times it's hard for me to do first spin with teams like that.
When we played the Ravens, two of our lineup that we planned weren't available, but with the wheel that came up, it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Hey, look, man. You said you got something to pick with me. I got something to pick with you.
Not good, man.
Where is Pizza Man?
Oh, pizza time.
So he he's had he's here today.
Yo.
Yeah, he
Is he gonna? Are we gonna see an appearance?
So his mom had like COVID and then she had like pneumonia and just like some
Dang.
sick stuff going on.
I'll go
he,
pick him up.
And he was grounded too. And
he was grounded too?
Yeah, he was grounded. But yeah, so we got him back. He's back practicing and everything. He's back and I mean, I don't want to give too much away, but I mean, we were playing Overwatch last night. And
I bet you he's nasty.
Going
It's
crazy.
pizza
Yeah,
time.
he's-
It is.
That's
he's,
fire.
and I think he's young, and so he had some stuff, and he's got a little bit of growing to do. But there's mad potential, and so I'm like, okay, come show us what you got. And so he's picking up some games. He just had some stuff he wasn't really available. But yeah, he's practicing. He's out there practicing with the team right now.
I'm gonna need to see him in more of Phoenix, bro. I think I'm gonna need to see that.
Phoenix, yeah. It's just Doc makes the lineups now, man. So I'm just he when I'm playing, he says just focus on playing. That's all I do.
That's
And
all
I
you
don't
gotta
that.
do, man.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I
don't think
seen
this
you
man
popping
is
off in Rainbow Six, man. We had to put the lock cam on when he was
Yeah.
playing the
Bro,
other day.
I was saying I need to see lockdown.
Well, last match against the Ravens, I didn't do much at all. OGL got me. He was on defense and peeked around the corner. The second I popped out, he one tapped me.
Yeah, I remember watching
But
that.
Cordy took him out both times.
I have to
Took
say,
that
Yeah, I saw Qwerty was good at that.
I think Ugla got a lot better since last season too.
Yeah, well, also that's the Ravens' wheel. Like they say, this.
You
the
saw
Ravens'
they had to
wheel
bring
this
Mr.
season.
Buckets out too. You saw that. They had to bring Mr. Buckets
I wish
out.
I wish he was here when he played
Not
us.
the
Mr.
I'm not
Buckets
saying
who
the
probably,
Ravens
like,
as a whole. I'm
I
saying
think
Ugla.
when they start their playoff run, Mr. Buckets will be.
I think
in
he'll
every
be
game.
more involved. Yeah, definitely.
I hope so.
I think Mr. Buckets will be more in the lineups. I think I don't. Poe might still get in some of the lineups. I think,
Maybe.
but I feel like it's going to be a lot more like Dingus, Mr. Buckets,
Yeah.
Herb, Dingus, Wonku,
OGL.
Watt,
I mean, obviously their
OGL.
main ones are Herb, OGL.
I got a question.
Wonku and Watt.
That's
and
completely
TLG,
unrelated
but-
to the team we're talking about currently.
TLG, that Mr.
What
Buckets
team y'all
and
think is most likely to like blow up after the season?
like
What do you
Trolls.
become like a top seed?
No,
That's
not become a top seed. Like
mean? Like Tank?
Or like suck.
like trading players away. Like we.
Oh, Ravens.
They would never trade.
Nah,
I don't think
Ravens
so.
are a tight knit
will. Yeah,
group.
they
They're going
got
to stick with
squad.
their people. Honestly,
Maybe.
I
They,
disagree.
I
Gorillas.
think
They need to. I think that's one team.
Gorillas,
They need
yeah,
to,
I was
but I
gonna
don't.
say the
no,
Gorillas.
They need to, but they won't.
I was
Because
gonna say
here's the thing, and I'm not trying to bring that up like I'm constantly hounding.
Listen, yo, it's a controversial show. They know what it is.
But here's what it comes down to is
winning.
they have holes. And
Oh,
and the
yeah.
problem is every team has holes. But with them, their holes are beginning to be very obvious to where teams are going to start exploiting them. Because they're going to know, oh, this person loses one time, no names, and it's going to forfeit. You know what I'm saying? They're very obvious about what their holes and weaknesses are, I think.
Right.
And they've been running the same lineup every match. They're not
Or
mixing it up.
they'll like.
And so I think it's exposing
here's
them
Jekyll
a little
and that's
bit.
it.
It's
Now,
so
obviously,
weird,
they can
though.
get better, but I think it's exposing them a little bit.
Yeah, it's weird also because I remember last season I was trying to trade with them, and he was like, "I just want to build the team."
Yeah,
and now
and then he traded him.
Now it seems like I could see them trading.
Nah.
like half the roster.
They need to, but they won't.
I think
Same
they
with
need.
the Ravens. Though. I think the Ravens need They need someone new. Like it could be Mr. Buckets, maybe, but they need someone to come in.
You
and
know what
like,
Ravens
just
need?
Give them.
I think Ravens need
They
a
need a
sports player.
shooter. Nah, I think
They need
a
like
shooter.
a shooter
And
like,
a shooter, yes. I think if they can find a sports and
shooters are
shooter,
pretty
that's going to be exactly what they need. Which
OGL
Mr. Buckets is
OGL
kind
is
of
very
that
good.
role, though.
But
He just hasn't been
OGL, that's what I'm
available,
saying. When
so.
Buckets is in the lineup coming the end of the season, and you got to see OGL and Buckets at the same time in a shooting game, especially a game like Rainbow Six, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be an easy fight.
Yeah, they were good, but they lost to us.
I don't think. I think the Ravens definitely need like OGL is a great 2. They need like their one
I
guy.
think OGL's
Nah,
In
he's
shooters,
not a 1. Yeah.
OGL's legit.
He's
in
He's
Halo,
legit,
he's
but
legit.
he can't like you saw Herb went in.
I think he doesn't have anyone
like-
else.
Well,
Yeah, they
case
don't
in
have
point,
anybody
else.
Case
Yeah,
in
that's
point,
what I'm
I think it was against y'all when they were playing Halo. They don't
Yeah,
have
that's
Polo
what I'm saying.
anymore.
He was going
OGL
crazy.
was going crazy, but the rest of the team couldn't
yeah,
keep
nobody
up,
else
so
did
they lost.
anything.
Yeah.
And then at the end, y'all literally
what
went
I'm
up by like 8 kills to finish it. And I think that's where it comes to where if Mr. Buckets was in that lineup, it's a little bit different story.
Yeah, I had to pick that
Because
sniper.
him and Mr. Buckets, I think, are like basically same caliber in shooters. And so I think that guy that they need that we're talking about is Mr. Buckets. They already have him. He just hasn't been in a lot of the lineups yet.
Maybe.
You know
That's
what
a
I mean?
fact.
I think it could be, but they need to like. So you know how the NFL does like certain trades, like we could do like a rumor thing.
Yeah.
I could see him flipping TLG this offseason. I feel
Sheesh,
like
the veteran,
I
he's
feel
getting
like
a little older. His reaction
Look,
time getting a little slower. We starting the rumor mill right now.
I don't know if we're gonna get in trouble for that, but all I'm gonna say
mean,
is
we don't have
all
any
I'm gonna
info
say is
about
if that comes up, I mean, holler at your boy Lockdown. Let me know.
I think they could flip him for like. Let me think.
And that's not a slight on the Ravens, but
They could get
they
a
have
first.
so many fighters. They
Not a
don't
pick.
need all of those fighters.
Not a pick. You think?
You know what I'm saying? They have more fighters than they need.
TLG's worth a lot.
Who could they get? They could get like a big red.
TLG's worth a lot. Yeah,
But
Yeah,
people
yeah.
don't like.
But
'cause
he's
on
also
that team,
like
he's
Herb too. They
overshadowed.
don't need him.
Yeah,
in a way.
he's
You know what I
overshadowed.
mean?
And Dingus, and OGL's pretty good at fighting.
All of
That's why I
them will
think
be starters
TLG
if they go to another team.
Yes,
I think people
but that's
say
the
that
thing.
a lot, but I don't think that's true. Like, maybe like everyone said the same thing with Karma bench. Like, but then when it was Karma's bench, time to shine, it was like, what's happening? Like everyone still expected them to be such a
True,
great
but
team.
after they got a couple weeks of like grinding back down in practice because they were out of their people, then they came back with the 5-man and beat the Ravens.
6. They had 6 that day.
They have 6.
But I mean, still, like, they could be a starter, but that doesn't mean they're gonna change an entire team. Like, if I went to
I
the
disagree.
Gorillas, I would not change the whole team. Like, the Gorillas would still sink.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
one person, as much as people say, like, one person can help, but one person can't, like,
Win a match.
win an entire match. Yeah, one person can't win a match.
But what I mean by that is like you see like the way the Ravens have so many fighters that like they never need to put Herb and TLG in at the same time because
Yeah, and then
you know what I mean.
but-
Like they don't like they can technically you see many times TLG isn't in the lineup and they still win almost all the fighters. Like they, you know what I mean?
I think the Ravens are really selling right now, not playing Money 3.
I thought Moneyball was gonna be playing against us.
I'm
I was surprised he
he
wasn't in the lineup against
Yeah.
us.
I mean, he's not a top shooter. on their
Sports,
team,
man.
but he'd be their best sports player. Shooters, he's not terrible in. I know some fighters he can play like DBZ.
But he's not as well rounded.
He's not as well rounded, but with what they have, he should have been in lineups.
But I think with Poe, they think Poe can.
But he can't. As you
so
see,
you
like
think you would
look,
play money 3-ball over Poe?
Yes, because racers, people underestimate Dingus and Herb in the racers.
Yeah, Herb is pretty good at racing.
Dingus is better, so that gives you an idea. And you don't have to save them all the time because you have so many fighters in your lineup that you can put them in for a racer. But sports, Poe, I don't like. I know I see him playing Madden all the time I'm his friend on Discord.
Yeah.
I see him on Madden all the time, and he just threw like 5 picks last week.
Against QWERTY.
He's not a dominant sports
in
player.
his defense, QWERTY has been practicing Madden.
Yeah.
Like, he has been practicing it.
Well,
And so he was excited to get out there and show, like, hey, I have been practicing this. He wanted to redeem himself a little bit.
He's just not that dominant sports player like UFC.
I thought he
I
was
don't
gonna
think he
be
knows
better.
what he's doing.
Oh my
I-
gosh, bro. That was
like
funny.
2K he's good at,
2K
and
is
Madden maybe had a bad day, but Rocket League he's not that great. Knockout I don't think he is. Like other than like 4 games, he's kind of
Yeah, but
throwing
true.
out.
But
Hopefully
look
eraser
at
rolls.
somebody like Polo. He has basically 3 games. But guess what?
Yeah.
He's not losing those 3 games.
Exactly.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but the league
So
is
it's
kind of
kinda
evolved
like,
past that.
and that's why I tell people that are like, I know that are interested, that are like, when I tell them about the league, they're like, oh, I only play a couple games. Like, what do you play? And they say, oh, I'm really good at this game. And it's like, so
It can
come in with that,
translate.
because
It can
you could be
translate.
good at one game.
Yeah.
Like, if you could win, like put it this way, Spartacus, Smash, CTR, Mortal Kombat. Those are 3 games we know he's gonna win. He's in every lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those players are gonna get exposed more, and not to dig at Spartacus either.
No,
but
no.
those players that only play 1 or 2 games is gonna fall off as the season progresses, as players get more adapted to the
Well, I think it comes down to how much are they practicing too.
right. But when the level of player, it's like in any sport, bro. The level of player, the caliber of player is gonna increase every single season.
Yeah.
So it's gonna get to a point where those players that are playing 1, 2, 3 games, they're already starting to get phased out for the most part. Every roster, outside of a few teams, has like a solid core of people that are like real end gamers.
I mean, I think, to me, in my opinion, I think the hardest category is fighters, hands down. Because
Yeah.
I think every other category you can get better with a fraction amount of time it takes to get better
I
at
mean,
fighters.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's the case, because you think about something like Halo, like, or any shooter, like, you're not just gonna go in and beat the best shooters in the league.
True, but I think to be a good fighter takes a particular patience and skill, and not everybody has it, man.
You could say the same about Madden or NHL. Dude, I hated
True.
NHL for so long. I mean, you
That's
could
me
say
with
the
Moto. Every time Moto
same- Moto even.
I
Like, but
ain't playing that.
I think like you said, people have to be patient. And
Yeah.
a lot of people
It's my number one problem.
aren't
with
gonna
fighters.
sit
I'm not
down
patient.
and suck at a game for 3 weeks straight.
That's a
Until
fact.
finally they break through and they're like, I got it.
Yeah.
Most people don't do that. Most people, they come in here while I've been playing 2 days, they get beat by someone who's been playing 3 years, and they're like, well,
I ain't gonna reach
I'm
that
never
level.
I'm never gonna get there.
So
So
that mindset, it'll stop you from a
I
lot.
kind of shamed myself in racers for a while. I was like, I'm trash. I'll never be good at racers.
Man,
And
that's-
then I was like, I've been watching so many people play racers that I've been like learning stuff. And so I was like, and the other day I was like, maybe I'll hop on and try it again.
Yeah.
And then I hopped on and like won like 3 races in F1.
Yeah.
It
Yo,
was like
that's
it
the
was like,
easiest
and I
genre.
was like, maybe I just needed to take a
Racers?
step back.
Racer, yes.
MotoGP is the
I
worst.
think
So-
racers are easy.
I think-
Racers is
But
the
it's the
easiest.
same
my-
for me
my
with
point
Tekken.
was-
That's
my-
how I've been
my
doing
point
with
I was
Tekken.
trying to
And
get
strategy.
to is I think some of it is
Strategy's easy.
you just got to learn
Not
and
this-
then
not
kind of
this
take a
season.
break and come back to it.
Strategy is kind of easy.
I mean, okay, Lemnis isn't easy.
Yeah.
Well,
For Honor's gonna take.
I think the
Friday
mechanics
is
the
easy.
mechanics of
Friday's
Lemnis are
super
very
easy.
easy.
DBD
It's
is
just
easy.
the
DBD
strategy
is
that's
super
not
easy.
easy.
And
League?
But only one person has
I don't
the
know
strategy.
League?
I
but I
think.
hear League isn't hard. to
Left
get
4
into.
Dead's pretty easy.
No,
too.
League is probably one of the harder games. Like
Yeah.
like in-depth League knowledge, like highly competitive League.
It's
Yeah,
easy.
we only
it's
got a
easy
few in the
to
league
it's
that can do
easy
that.
to learn to play the game, but the skill gap is there's no in between. It's here or it's here. Like there's no. That's the problem with League is you can learn how to play it very easy because it's 4 buttons, and then you just upgrade your abilities. So it sounds base, but it's so much more detailed that like you're either very good or you're base nothing. That's it.
I mean,
there's no in between.
League like is the replacement of I guess like StarCraft.
Yeah.
But like StarCraft,
I think there's a little bit of a difference between it.
it's a
Well, there's
different
a
There's a
game,
big
but
difference.
it's
But
like
what he means, they took
it's-
StarCraft
yeah.
out and
Yeah,
put
yeah.
League in.
But like me and Chicken had never played StarCraft ever.
It's easier to
until
learn. In a sense.
until last season, and then we never lost. Thankfully, we didn't have to play Billy, but I mean, we never lost it to anyone else.
But that
So-
also comes back to most people when those games roll up. Not everybody's practicing those games, and that's what it
Yeah.
comes down to.
I mean, CTR even like, I think that's something that our team does well. Is like, there's not a game that except League.
Yeah.
that
Well,
we
we have players that play League though.
Yeah.
But we know if we're
We
winning
know
or
what
not.
we're
and
winning.
The
and-
time's not worth the 1 point.
exactly.
Right.
That's why I think some people argued in the past about games like that possibly having more points for a game, but it's longer. But I don't think that would work.
No, that would
I don't think that would work because it would throw everything off. Although I get the idea of it because it takes so long, which is part of the reason they took Valorant off. It takes too long. But now they got that new mode, which is
the
like I think
Swift play.
5 rounds,
Yeah.
and it's like that's time to bring it back. You know.
So for the like multiple points for one game, for something like Valorant, when it takes an hour, if that's worth I don't know 3 points, now people
If it's
are
the final game.
actually playing. Yeah, and it changes the dynamic. But what it takes away from is everyone should be playing every game, you know, as opposed to, well, let's just focus on Valorant, let's just focus on StarCraft and the games that are worth more points.
Yeah.
So it takes away from that. But yeah, I mean,
So what games are you looking forward to coming out?
well, I'm just now finishing up God of War Ragnarok. That's my favorite series ever. I played all of those.
It's a PlayStation exclusive. That's over my head. Never
Yeah,
touched one of
I
those.
haven't.
I played all of them. Like I remember when I was a little kid. That was probably that and Halo were like the first games I ever played. But
Word.
I remember because my dad got it from my uncle, and it's like it was a mature game. Like
But you're still trash at Halo.
100%.
I am.
You know,
Bad.
Yes.
I am bad.
like I've been trash since day one. Huh?
I am bad at Halo. I'm not gonna lie. But it's like nudity, violence, like language, all that, and I'm like 8-year-old kid, and I'm hiding in the basement, like waiting for my dad to come catch me playing it. And I played all those. Love them. Great story. But like looking forward to the most, I want like an Injustice or Injustice 3. That's what I want so bad. I love NetherRealm games like Mortal Kombat, Injustice.
Yeah. No, Injustice actually was a great game. The player base for it was pretty lit when it first came out too. 1 and 2, they were pretty good.
From my standpoint, I'm mostly just looking forward to some of the like solo titles like Final Fantasy, the Hogwarts one.
Oh,
you know,
Hogwarts
just more of the
Legacy.
story ones and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
I wanna
like my
play
story
Hogwarts.
games because that's something that's my escape from my escape.
Pretty much.
Like, because the league stuff is fun and awesome and grinding that, but it can be stressful. So sometimes it's not, so I like to step back and play a solo
That's
game.
Nintendo games
you
for
know?
me.
I've never
And since
played
I
a
don't have
solo
anything much for that right now, I have God of War, but I'm
Oh,
basically
can't be.
almost done with it.
Yeah.
And my problem is with games like that is once I get towards the end, I don't want it to end, so I stop playing it for a while.
You know,
But that's such a big game.
for me, that's Super Mario Maker. I'll be doing the speed runs on Super Mario Maker and Tetris 99.
Oh, and Spider-Man's coming out too.
Those are the games I practice when I'm like tired of playing everything else.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta do a draft, man.
I was about to say, we got a
Anybody,
draft today? Like,
anybody
what
come
we
up with the
doing, man?
draft
What
for
we doing?
today? I ain't got one in the bag.
You know what we could do?
So. Yeah, we'll let Kat come up with it.
Yeah.
What do I know?
Yeah.
What
like,
was
you
the
know how
last
we
draft
do our
we did?
Controllers,
The
right?
soda draft.
I thought it was
did
control. Oh, I
beverage.
wasn't there that episode.
Oh, that was the last one that came out yet.
What about the controllers?
Oh, okay, I got one.
Okay.
Best
Controls
best video game characters ever.
I kind of like.
I like that. Okay.
So how many we doing?
Like we're talking
Three?
like Mario.
You want to do like 4 this time? You want to do 4 rounds?
you mean
Like,
four?
so
You mean 4 picks per
one-
person?
Yeah, 4 picks.
All right, we'll do
We could
4.
All right. I mean, there's a lot of video game characters, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
We
I'm
can.
gonna narrow down specifically why I chose what character though. So
All right. Who goes first?
I mean,
I
you go
think
first
you
if you
go
want, but
first
I'm
and we
ready.
go
If,
like
I'm
all
ready if
four?
you're not.
No,
one
you go
at a
one.
time.
One at a time.
And you can't choose anybody who like. So if I choose them, you can't choose them.
Don't steal my character.
Well, I just said it, so I gotta go with my boy
Alright.
Kratos. Untouchable. Kratos.
Okay.
God of
I
War.
don't even know.
Kratos
who
for
that
number
is.
one.
God of War.
That's gotta work.
Chaos Blades. Untouchable.
Fire.
Kill Zeus.
Oh,
Who
me
you got?
next?
Yeah, you're second.
I'm gonna have to go with the first one, iconic
I know.
Cloud
what it
from
is.
Final Fantasy
Oh.
VII.
Let's go.
Say that. Listen, man. I'm a shooter. The guns don't jam over here. Master Chief is going.
Man,
That was my,
I
that was
was-
my
I
next
was
one,
going for
dude.
it.
That was my next
going
one. I mean, come on, everybody's gonna say that. You gotta go iconic. You know?
I guess if we're going iconic, I'll just choose Mario.
Yeah, Mario's up there. Okay.
Pick the safe.
The safe pick, yeah.
Mortal Kombat, Scorpion. Got
Okay.
to.
I'm gonna go. Man, I'm already thinking of another Final Fantasy character. You know what I grew up loving, and then you took Master Chief already. I got to
Master
think for a second. Iconic characters. Trying to think of all the games I enjoyed. I mean, honestly, for me, it comes back to another Final Fantasy character, but you already took Master Chief, so don't rush me, man. Like, you already took my second one. Iconic characters. Link
Yeah.
from Zelda.
That's a great one. I can't
I was
believe it.
about
That
to
went over
say-
my head. I didn't
Yeah,
even
I
think.
was about to.
Yeah.
I ain't never played none.
Nobody said this, so I'm gonna just take it so I can get the generic one. Mario.
He already said Mario.
Oh, you said Mario?
Yeah.
All right. Say that. I just was thinking like, yo, I didn't hear no one say that. All right,
I'm
so
embarrassed for you.
no, I just thought about that right there at the end. Who I was really gonna say, I'm stuck between two Call of Duty characters. I don't know which one to
choose
pick.
mine.
Ghost.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
I
a
was-
I was gonna say Captain Price, but
I wasn't gonna take him either, but I'm not gonna take any of them. Hey, bro, one of my first games on the PlayStation 2, Crash Bandicoot, tag team racing, picking Crash Bandicoot, CTR. Everybody knows. Come on,
fire.
Oh man.
that's a go. That's a go-to character.
I'll go with the boy, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay,
Okay, Sonic.
I played a few of those.
Dante.
Oh, that's a good one.
From what?
Dante.
That is fire.
Devil May Cry.
I ain't
So
never
we're on
heard
number 3 right now.
Let me think.
Um.
of it. Are we doing like research here or nah?
Nah, I'm just pulling up my notes so I can write it down.
All right, any, mini, money, mo. I'm stuck between two characters from one game again.
I got
Akuma.
God, bro. Yeah, I was about to go.
Eh.
I wasn't sure if Ryu or Akuma would be the better pick there.
Akuma.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna go.
Lucky Chloe.
Nah.
I'm not gonna lie, mine's definitely gonna be a female as my last character.
Yeah, I got
I'm
it.
gonna just because I played it so much from my favorite games are Black Ops games. So I'm gonna have to go Woods.
Fire.
Woods
Okay.
from
So
Black
I got
Ops.
Kratos, Scorpion, Sonic.
It was Woods or Mason.
Let me see here.
Okay.
Bro.
That's good.
Last one.
Or it's Mason Woods.
Mason Woods.
Okay, yeah, it's Mason Woods. That's what I'm going for.
Ah, you know what?
You know what?
I know.
I'll just
What?
go with Batman. Batman Arkham Asylum. There you go.
I ain't never played that either.
You never played
Bro,
Batman.
I don't play none of these games
Bro.
y'all be playing.
All right, well,
Batman.
I won't say this one because I mean it isn't
Arkham
video
Asylum
games.
was fire though.
My next one was more of an anime character, but is
That's
in
what
many
I'm
video
thinking, too.
games. And we
Oh,
already
jeez.
covered anime, so I'm not gonna do that.
What's the second letter in the thing? So I'll like let you know in the guy's name.
I'm not gonna do this as my official, but I was gonna say Vegeta.
Oh, okay.
Man. Yeah, that's a good one.
But instead, I think I'll go with. I'm trying to think of like those iconic characters, you know, that are like
I got
legendary to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Of all the years of playing the video games and the different versions, you know, like 1, 2s, and 3s, and you know all that stuff, and trilogies and things like that. I'm trying to think of who stands out to me.
Dang, bro, I want to go 5 rounds now. You got so many.
It's
Hubert.
hard. It's hard to pick, in my opinion.
I'm trying to remember who all three are. I always do
Hubert.
this. We always take so long that I forget whom I'm supposed to have.
Hubert.
I'm gonna go. All right, I'm gonna go with. I'll just pick one. I'm gonna go with Lightning from Final Fantasy 13.
Okay.
Never even heard of that.
And then for me, for my final pick, I'm thinking about the whole Smash roster right now.
Don't choose him.
Pac-Man.
No
was
way.
waiting.
There's
I was
no
waiting.
way.
Because I said Hubert.
Bro, I was sitting here like the second round.
So I was waiting.
I was
for
sitting
it.
here second round. I was like, he's probably gonna fall because nobody's thinking of him. Dang,
That's crazy. I literally just
That throws my whole thing.
I just came up with him right at the end there.
Yeah,
That's
I thought of him after I got my last
Dang,
pick.
bro.
After I
I
got
don't
Batman,
know.
I was like, I should have said Pac-Man. Hubert.
trying to.
Frogger.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Nah, I already got Mario. I'm not trying to add more of them. So we're not doing like this. I mean, nah. It was a game before it was a show. I think.
What?
Iconic. I'ma have to go Pikachu. Does that count though?
yeah,
Does that count though?
I'll count that. I'll count
Yeah.
that.
It was because it started out.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
a, like
Not
show,
mine.
It's,
Was
video,
the-
it's
yeah.
old video game.
Yeah,
exactly.
1998.
Yes, it
But
counts.
Pokemon.
it's not my favorite Pokemon, but the most iconic. It's
yeah, iconic.
I mean, but is Pikachu a starter in any Pokemon?
yeah.
He is.
Didn't you play
Pikachu yellow.
Or you played the like
Bro, I played
the
almost
random
all of
team.
them.
No, like when we were playing the Bandits and you played like that.
Oh, that's all the EVs.
The EV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Played all the EVs. But
That's fire.
yeah.
Okay.
Pikachu's still the most iconic.
So,
as far
real
as
quick,
Pokemon.
yeah, let's do a recap.
Recap who you got. Just run through the four.
So let me see. I got Kratos, Scorpion, Sonic. I can't remember Batman.
You know, someone could have picked Kazuya.
Mine's
I was
Cloud,
so
Link,
that.
Dante, and Lightning.
All right, I got Master Chief, Ghost, Akuma, and Pac-Man.
What I got? I got Mario, Woods. What did I just choose?
Who's Woods?
Pikachu.
He's the main
Call of Duty.
Call it Black Ops.
Black Ops, right?
Oh.
We had to break out
yeah,
the
okay.
chair.
Well, you just said Woods. I was like,
Pikachu.
Okay, I just chose Pikachu. Who else did I choose? My third one.
I don't know who your third one was.
Dang.
Lost in the sauce.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot.
Oh yeah, you're right.
oh
you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Say that.
So Mario.
Let us know who won the four. But before we head out, Kat, what are you looking forward to in the coming year? Your future? What's next for Mr. Meow?
Mr. Meow's going to get a college education, so I'm looking forward to that. And also, hopefully, the Reapers can make a playoff run. That would be.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna be present for that playoff run?
The fans would like to know.
I only
watching.
asked it because
No.
they want to know.
We'll see.
All right.
It's just what, 1 weekend, maybe 2 weekends. That's all. You know.
Yeah,
He said we'll see. That means he'll be here. Because last time he said he wasn't going to be here.
Big
He was
facts.
in retirement. Man came strong through the door.
People
would love
call
to
me
see it.
trash.
Yeah, people were calling him trash.
So,
But I mean, we closing out here. I mean, you know, we always gotta drop it in there, bro. The merch, gotta represent
Absolutely,
the merch, bro.
yeah, absolutely.
Come
Talk,
buy
talk.
some merch
Thought you were gonna
from
say
UL. Cake. Nah, it's merch time right now.
And also to everybody in the league, these belts are just sitting here waiting for you to take them.
pretty much.
Yeah.
So you just gotta step up and take them. Now, obviously, a lot of teams are more focused on the finals and the seasons than the belts, which I understand that.
That's what they say when they can't come get it.
You know,
No.
if that's what you want to say. No, I think $40,000 means more than a belt. I think that's what it means.
That's an
Just
excuse.
saying, but
It's an excuse.
but you know, if you're not on a team or you're not in a starting
You guys
lineup,
also
I mean, go
the
for it,
paperweight
man.
comment is funny because these two make me money. I want you guys to know that. Like I make money
Hey,
off
bro.
of these.
Then I won't take them from you.
You
I don't
can't
want you
take
to
You,
them.
get
you
from
look
me.
like
That's
you
the
look
point.
like you need it. That's what he's trying to say.
That's funny.
I do need it.
I won't take it from you.
That's funny.
Nah, man.
But
When do
they're
y'all
not-
play
that's
again? That's
Kanji.
how I wanna
They're
know.
not.
We play next
Uh,
week.
next weekend.
Yeah,
Y'all too?
yeah,
Wait, yeah, oh yeah, 'cause it's the same division, right?
yeah. It's gonna be a great match.
Yeah.
Finally,
y'all
we get to
play
see the
next
Ghost
week?
play again. Jeez.
But we playing this. We playing Friday.
All that
Yeah,
Ghosts
they
have been
play-
talking for 2 months, man. We ain't seen them play.
They play the Booze this weekend. Who you got winning? They play on
Y'all
Friday.
versus the Booze?
Daddy Billy.
You guys are gonna see this after the fact. But
I mean,
Not it.
I'm curious what their lineup is, what y'all's lineup is.
trash.
Me, Cutters,
Yeah, the
Vale.
podcast won't see this until.
Yeah, not so good. Me, Cutters, Vale, XM, Chicken, X-Ray, Hydro.
Okay.
I think that's 7.
That's not.
All right.
All right,
what
I'm
we're
gonna
saying here.
say,
That won't help, bro.
man. I'm gonna say Boo's 10-8.
That close?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get your prediction?
I think because here's what I think will happen. I think there'll be some games that Ghost will clearly win. I think they will win certain games like Overwatch. I think there'll be games that they will win. I've seen them. They're good at certain games. Mortal Kombat. Like there's games they will win, but I know there's a lot of games that are going to be 50-50s, and I think Boos have a long-standing chemistry in team games that the Ghost I don't think might not have developed yet.
I think the biggest thing is going to be the coaching.
Yeah,
This is going to be
that's
the
what I
first
was-
game
Yeah.
without 300 or last season, half of last season, also cheesy.
I mean, Chicken's a smart guy, but the problem is everybody going to listen to whoever's coaching? That's the real test.
Being your first match, he's not gonna know when to forfeit. He's not gonna know when to save.
Yeah.
He's not gonna know all that like that takes time, and it takes knowing the other team and watching all the games.
I don't know. He's
I
been
like
paying
it.
attention, and when we were playing our matches afterwards, he's like, "You should have done this and done this and da. So he was making comments
that's
like he's
a
paying
after.
attention.
That's after.
That's
yeah,
like
it's
after.
always.
That-
but even still, I agree with the sense of you're not going to come in your first match and outcoach somebody who's been doing it for a very long time.
That's a
Doesn't
fact.
mean the Ghost can't win,
Nah,
but as far as
here's-
coaching, I don't think he's going to outcoach.
All right,
Billy.
so
I don't
10-8.
think- I think that's
we gotta wrap this
clear.
up, man. 10-8. That's what you saying.
All right.
Can I get bold predictions from you two as well?
What you going, bro?
Let me see. I think it will be a closer game than people will give credit for. But I mean, Billy is just. I'm gonna have to go like 9-6.
That low of games?
Yeah.
I
Neither
don't know.
team.
I don't know
think
because
either team will win.
Billy forfeits a lot of games just because he don't want to play.
But I don't think they forfeit.
But I can see Boo's forfeiting games and
I don't
giving
see the
some
Ghost
free wins,
forfeit.
and then I mean,
Like
I-
the
yeah. But
Ghosts
I can
don't
see
like
the
to
Boos
forfeit.
forfeiting in
Ravens
games
don't
right
like to forfeit. I feel like us and the Boos are the only teams that actually.
Hey, bro. You heard it here first. 13-8 Boo's taking it home this weekend. Also, the predictions, I got Reapers over Bandits. And then
I got the bend.
don't even talk
Trolls
about
over
Karma
Karma.
Trolls
I,
because
said,
Alright,
I have
man.
Trolls
I don't
over
even want to talk
Karma.
about it.
Y'all put
I
y'all
have-
bold
yo,
predictions
I
in.
have Trolls over
What's
Karma.
your prediction?
My
We'll
prediction
see,
for the
man.
game? Be exposing the Booze, period. Everybody think they nice. I'm here to shut that down. There's a reason I came down here from New York. I'm going to talk that talk.
All right.
11-7. That's what the score's going to be. Ghost win.
We'll see.
All right, we'll see.
But,
You got our predictions on that. You got our picks on the characters. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Outside the wheel, we're out. Locked
Don't
down.
forget to like, comment, subscribe.
That's
baby.
right.
Smash.
Buy the merch.
buy some merch.
Like the comment, subscribe, follow, check the social links, everything. You'll have the cats up here, maybe two.